What is up, guys? And in today's video, I will be giving my dislikes on Halloween Kills. Make sure you do go check out my video where I talk about my likes for Halloween Kills, and make sure you do go check out my Halloween ranking and my 2 reviews for I did with Halloween Kills. We're not done with the Halloween Kills content here on the channel, so I got to do this video, my dislikes for Halloween Kills. Now, like I said, go check out my review for Halloween, and you will see that I really enjoy Halloween Kills. It's my favorite Halloween sequel. I really enjoy Halloween Kills, and I personally don't get the hate for this. And I see a lot of people compare it to Avengers: Infinity War, and I will say yes, I can see that. So let's hop right into this video, my dislikes for Halloween Kills. So one of the things I do want to talk about, and a lot of people will probably agree with me on this, and I don't understand it, and that is the whole subplot, this whole little part of the movie, where this guy, he's running around the hospital looking like he's the Penguin. He's running around the hospital. We spent a good amount of time with him. I mean, like, the first part, like, of the film is like him driving in a car. Now, why do we need to focus on this character so much? Like, why? like they did that with the character Sartain. Now they're doing it here with some random guy. Why? Like, that's why. Like, you could have had Morales or Michael in those scenes, but no, you wanted just some random guy that looked like the Penguin running around the hospital. I found that kind of stupid and kind of dumb, and almost takes you out of the movie a little bit, but it doesn't for me. So the next thing would be, now obviously you see it in the title, there will be spoilers in this, so I do want to make that clear. Tommy Doyle. Now, I don't know if people is going to agree with me on this or not, but Tommy Doyle could have been written way better in my opinion. He could have been written 10 times better because, again, Tommy Doyle, he was just a character that was, in my opinion, kind of written badly. He could have just been some random guy, in my opinion, just at a bar, got a baseball bat off the wall, like, let's go get Michael. Like, he could have just been some random guy at a bar, kind of, like what happened in Halloween 4. It could just been some random guy, like, okay, let's go get Michael tonight. But no, it was Tommy Doyle, and I don't really like Tommy in this movie. I actually prefer him in Halloween 6 over this because he's kind of stupid. He knows what Michael is. He knows what Michael is, right? He knows what Michael is. He's putting these people's lives in danger, and guess what he chooses to use as a weapon against Michael is a baseball bat. I mean, you could find that a little bit nitpicky, but again, some of his dialogue and just some of, his dialogue, and he almost comes off as goofy in some scenes. Like, he almost comes off as goofy. I couldn't take Tommy seriously. I could not take Tommy Doyle seriously, especially like in my second and third watch. I couldn't take Tommy that serious when he's just running around with a bat thinking that's going to stop Michael. Like, yes, I get it. You have to have some stupid, decisions, but they really went too far with Tommy, in my opinion, and he's just running around with a baseball bat. Yeah, that's stupid, in my opinion. And another dislike of mine would have to be, you have this whole hospital, right? You have this whole hospital setting, which could have been something very, very cool to see. You got this whole hospital setting. Laurie's in the hospital, which she's kind of annoying to me as well, which we'll get into it here in a minute. But Michael does just show up one time in this whole movie. He never shows up to the hospital. Again, this goes into my dislike because Karen, she even says Michael's coming to the hospital. They basically build up in this film, I say maybe around the middle act, early in the film, that, hey, guess what? Michael's coming to the hospital. We're going to have another Laurie and Michael showdown, which should have been the last one. But no, we don't get that. Michael and Laurie don't even have a confrontation in this movie. And why? I thought, again, it's like, Laurie could have easily died in 2018, and would not have changed a single thing about this movie. But instead, we have this awesome hospital setting, a lot of people in a hospital, which could have made for an awesome scene. But besides that, again, what was the whole point of having dialogue, everything being built up for Michael to go into this hospital? What was the point? Michael doesn't have any confrontation with Laurie. He doesn't go into the hospital. So what was the point? Again, sound like a broken record, building up that Michael was going to go to the hospital and kill Laurie when it doesn't even happen at all. And another thing is I do want to address is they kind of just skim over it. Laurie knows, and a lot of people know it later on in the film. Michael never went after Laurie. It was Sartain that put those two together. So that's a little problem that I do have, story-wise, is they kind of skim over, and there probably are in ends as well. Laurie, everyone knows, Michael was not going after Laurie. He was just a random killer going on a killing spree. It was Sartain that put Michael and Laurie together. So again, why wasn't that addressed? I'm not sure, but it's really interesting. And another thing I did not like was the whole ideal and scene. Now, mind you, let's back it up here. At the very beginning of the film, Tommy's the leader of this mob. Here we go again with Tommy. So they do see what Michael looks like. Okay, they see what Michael looks like on this TV. Because they show the mugshot, they show the penguin guy. I call him the penguin guy because he looks like the penguin. They have the penguin guy, and they have Michael on the screen of people that escaped, because this is obviously set on the same night as 2018. And they know what Michael looks like, okay? Tall dude, he's a tall dude, probably has some burn marks on him from the fire. Big dude, like in these mechanic, greasy, bloody, dirty, jumpsuit coveralls, or whatever you like calling him, dark blue, bloody work boots. So they get a good idea of what he looks like. Probably the work boots add a little bit more height to him as well. Okay, so they know what he looks like, and they get a basic image of what he looks like on the TV. Tommy remembers him very well. Tommy remembers him very well like that. So I think he can remember what he looks like, right? No, we have again another stupid moment. We have a whole scene where Tommy again, he's kind of leading this charge. Everybody thinks this penguin guy's Michael. I when I saw that, I was like, oh, here we go, because why? His mugshot is on the news, right? His mugshot's on the news, and again, this is set in present day, so I'm sure there was a website that also had his mugshot, like Hatfield News or something like that. I'm sure there was a mugshot of him online. Again, he would not be in a crowd like that. So I just found that stupid. Again, what was the whole point of making people think that this penguin guy was Michael when it's clear that it's not Michael? I don't get that. And again, it kind of goes into what I said earlier about the random guy running around the hospital. Is that is the domino effect of that? So it's just a weird moment that we do have, and I just don't really like it. Now, as I did say, there are some spoilers in this, actually a lot of spoilers, because I'll be talking about the end as well. And as I did not like the ending with Karen's death. Now, I never really liked Karen. I didn't like her in 2018, and definitely didn't like her here. I think she had no growth as a character. And I thought, her death was visually cool, like the blood getting on Michael's face and the way he was just slashing at her. Okay, that's cool. But I just thought it ended it too abruptly. But not only did it end it too abruptly, again, it shouldn't have been Karen. It really should have been Laurie. Again, as a person that really didn't like Karen in the first place, and you kill her off, I'm not going, I'm not going to shed a tear, because I was not a fan of Karen in the first place. And also, there is a extended ending, which why didn't they include it? I'm not sure, but it will be included on the Blu-ray. Again, that's Universal, that's Blumhouse's thing. They don't like to include certain things in theatrical cuts, but besides the point, there will be a Blu-ray and DVD releasing in December, and the ending is extended. and it's a whole conversation of Michael and Laurie. Michael picks up the phone, Laurie hears him breathing, and to me it's just kind of a stupid ending in a lot of ways, because Laurie tells Michael, you better run. To me, I find that funny. Like, if that ending would have actually was in the film, I would have probably laughed, because Michael's not going to run from Laurie. Like, I find that funny. And again, it's kind of stupid, because Laurie knows Michael's not going after you, so why do you keep antagonizing him? Why not find another way to take him down? At this point, you're just antagonizing him. So, both of these endings, the original ending that we got and the alternative ending, the extended ending, I'm not a fan of. Like, I don't get why they really can't get a ending right, because I feel like they messed up with the 2018 ending. They had a perfect ending, but they had to listen to the test audiences. I think ever since the test audiences saw 2018, Universal, Blumhouse has kind of gotten cold feet on certain things, and I feel like it was kind of the same thing here. That they didn't want to upset the test audience and the general audience, so that's why we got Karen's death. But the whole Karen death, I just find it kind of stupid, because again, what you're setting up and building up was, okay, Laurie and Michael's going to have a conversation in this film. They never do, and then you back yourself up in a corner in a little bit, okay? Because in Halloween Ends, now I don't know why this is a thing, but Halloween Ends taking, I think they said like a 4-year time jump, okay? Backing yourself up in a corner a little bit, because if Alice and all of them was sitting on the steps, wouldn't they have saw Michael in that house, or at least in the window? I think they're going to kind of skim over that too, but it is what it is. But I just find that kind of weird. But besides that, also again, there are a few other little things I don't like. They are just nitpicky, but these are just the majority of things. Is a lot of the stuff with Laurie. Again, Laurie was not needed in this film. I'm going to say that 1,000 times. As much as I love Halloween Kills, it's my favorite Halloween sequel, Laurie was not needed in this movie. She was almost annoying in this movie. She's just sitting in the hospital for a majority of the movie, and she comes off with these quotes and these speeches like Loomis would say, like, oh, I'm gonna take his head, but you don't take his head, and he don't take your head, which, in my opinion, he should have took your head. You know what I mean? Like, that's thing too, like, off topic for a minute. Michael, I love that Michael wins in this movie, but I feel like, let's be realistic, Michael would have been more satisfied if he would have killed Laurie. Because think about it, like, Laurie, Laurie's the one that set him on fire and all that. So, if Michael had the opportunity to kill Laurie, he's going to do it. So, back on topic. The whole stuff with Laurie, I'm just kind of like, okay, well, you don't have a Loomis character, so don't treat Laurie like a Loomis character. If you wanted Loomis, you should have rebooted it from the start. You should have not did a direct sequel. You should have just rebooted everything from the ground up if you really wanted a Loomis character. But no, they make Laurie sit in the hospital with these Loomis quotes and Loomis speeches. Why? Again, I just don't feel like she was really needed in this movie. So that was my dislikes for Halloween Kills. I'm very curious to know what are some of your dislikes. Like, just to go over a few things. Like, again, there's not too many things I don't like about this movie. It really bothers me, the whole scene, like I said, with the penguin guy, and it's not, and again, that's thing, I want to talk about real quick. Another thing I didn't like was kind of making Tommy and Lindsay, a lot of these other characters, front and center, and then they get killed like that. So again, that's another thing I don't like, is wouldn't it have been a better idea to kind of have Tommy and Lindsay and all of them, and even Brackett kind of to the side, still there but to the side, and have Alice front and center? I really wish Alice was more in this movie instead of Tommy running around with the baseball bat. But I didn't write the film, but I'm going to end it here. Let me know your dislikes in the comments below. Let me know, is this your favorite Halloween sequel? It's my favorite Halloween sequel. So let me know your thoughts on Halloween Kills and what are your dislikes and all that. Make sure to hit the like button. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Catch you guys in the next video.